Hey guys, Rebecca here, and we are heading into our final week of the summer shape up. So good job on all your hard work so far. We're going to review all of what we've gone through so far really quick here and figure out what we need to do going forward to keep up the good work you've been doing, making the changes stick, and then of course always improving, right? There's always a little bit better we can do with our healthy routines. The first topic we're going to review are the workouts, your exercising, how much you're doing, what you're doing, when you're doing it, all that stuff. So biggest thing is consistency. In general, you want to get 150 minutes of working out in throughout every week. That's the standard recommendation for any adult. We can always do a little more than that though, especially if you're trying to make progress with certain goals. So you've got your minutes in the week, you've got your types of exercise, so you got to get cardio, strength, and flexibility. And the other thing we need to remember with working out is when to step it up, when to increase, when to change the routine. Working out in general is always great for you. The more often you can, more consistently you can do it, the better. You're going to feel great, your body's going to change. If you're looking for really specific results, or you're having an injury, or something's hurting, or you don't know where to start, or you don't like classes, you'd rather work out on your own, those are things where you may want a little advice from a professional. When it comes to nutrition, we've talked about hydration, we talked about how much fat you should be eating, we talked about how much protein you should be eating, when you should be eating these things, and we did our food logs to track maybe trouble spots throughout the day and getting feedback on that. So from here, really the message is you want to track it. If you feel like your diet isn't on point, or you're not feeling the energy or the changes in your body you want to see, a lot of times you can find an improvement from your diet in that. So bottom line is track it. If you're still confused about those macronutrients, so that's your carbohydrates, your protein, and your fat, the right balance, the right amount, you can use an app called MyFitnessPal, which is free, and it will, once you enter in your food throughout the day, it will give you your feedback on your macros. And then the last major topic we've gone over these last 10 weeks is recovery. So that's including your sleep, stress relief, and then I like to squeeze in the foam rolling with that. So foam rolling falls under your exercise, your flexibility. It's also going to give you physical recovery for your muscles. Aside from that, okay, yes, we know we got to be sleeping. We learned about that last week, I think it was. And if you are finding you're not waking up with the right amount of energy, you may want to track your sleep. So track how much you're sleeping. Ask yourself in the morning, was that a good night's sleep? And then work backwards. What happened before you went to bed or throughout the day that may have affected your night of sleep? So we've got our sleep, we've got foam rolling for the body, and then as far as stress relief and mental recovery, you've got meditation. This can just be a couple minutes sitting and breathing. You could do this after your workout. It's a great way to trigger the body to start recovery, or you can do it in the morning or in the middle of your work day. Find the time that works for you. But even just 5 minutes a day, almost every day, is going to make a huge difference in your peace of mind, your focus, and help relieve stress and kind of reboot your body system. That's a lot of different topics. We'll link the playlist with all these videos in the description box below. And all these little informational cards and things we've given out throughout the 10 weeks are either in your email or on our Facebook page. So you can find all of those, anything you want to go back to. So moving on, just think the broad topics that we want to focus on are exercising regularly, eating as well as we can, as consistently as we can by focusing on really just cutting out on processed foods. So the more whole foods, the more natural the foods are that you're eating, generally the more healthy they're going to be. That's just a broad scope. And then lastly, making a little time for stress relief, whether that's meditating or something else for you that actually is giving you positive feedback and energy into your mind and your system. So if you want to get even more specific about your plan, we're giving you a little handout on the Facebook page. It will be linked below, so you can just go get it. You're going to rate yourself 1 to 5, really simple, in all these different areas. You could make it really simple. Just ask yourself, how are my workouts doing? How's my nutrition doing? How's my recovery doing? but we're gonna break it down even more specifically. So once you've kind of rated yourself, giving yourself that feedback, pick one thing that maybe you added in this summer that you want to keep up, or recently you've been doing really well and you want to maintain that habit. That's kind of your foundational habit that you're doing great at, and we're going to keep it up. And then pick one thing maybe that didn't get improved yet, or you think you still need to tweak it or add it in, whatever it is. Pick one thing you're going to focus on, right? We could try and overhaul everything, but usually that doesn't succeed. So if you pick one thing, baby steps, one thing at a time, you're going to be able to implement it, create the habit until it feels like second nature to you and you can't imagine not doing it. Then we can add something else new. So pick whichever one aspect you think you either feel you can commit to right now, you think it might make the biggest impact, or maybe it's the very smallest thing because you're overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. Pick something you feel is actually achievable, right? Once you've picked your one small thing you want to work on, make a plan. How often does it need to be done? Some things can be every day, some things are 3 times a week, some things you want to ask yourself at the end of each week, check back, how did it go? We learned in Chad's behavior change seminar that journaling, asking yourself these questions, helps make it stick in your brain. So just the act of writing it feeds back into your mind, makes it really stick. So whatever that one thing is, write it down, make a plan, whatever is doable, achievable, and going to be effective for you, you get to pick what that one thing is. And then after a few more weeks or a month, try something new, as long as it's all going well. If it doesn't work out and you don't stick with it, troubleshoot, right? So we learned that from that behavior change seminar as well. Okay, this isn't working. Why isn't it working? What could I change? What's kind of getting in the way, and then find a solution that is actually relating to what the problem is or what's stopping you from doing what you wanted to do. So we hope this helped. It's a lot of info. We're going to announce the winners next week based on participation points as well as body fat changes. So keep up the great work. Let us know with any questions. Your trainers are here for you, and we will see you soon.